Hi again. We are on day 9 of my trip to Korea 2024, and it's starting to feel like this is coming to a close, and I hate it. Ugh, I hate it. I love it here so much. I'm not ready to go back. I have one full day left tomorrow, and then I'll leave the day after that. Today was my spa day, and let me tell you, getting pampered is not that bad. I enjoyed myself. I went to a spa called Spa 1899, and it's the one that's famous for using red ginseng in all of their products, and quite luxurious. And since I was going to be doing it, I went ahead and did the whole shebang and did their full treatment, which was 3 hours long. And honestly, it might have been a little bit too long for me personally. You know, I've never done this before, but after hour and a half, 2 hours, definitely by 2 hours, I was like, okay, let's sort of speed things along a little bit. Not that I wasn't enjoying it, but there were just certain aspects of it that I enjoyed more than others. So right off the bat, they gave me a choice of whether I wanted to have a feet soak or to do full body hydro treatment is what they called it, I think. But it's basically just a whirlpool that they poured red ginseng extract or something into the water, and it made it a little bit bubbly, and it smelled really nice. And there were lights inside the water that changed colors, and it was pretty. It was nice. And you know, to begin with, they first escorted me to my room and had me change into a little swimsuit and put on my robe, and then they took me over there. And I didn't have my phone with me for that part, so I didn't get a picture of it, unfortunately. And then after about 15 minutes, they came and had me come back to the main room, and they did a full body massage after that. And it was nice. I mean, they put a lot of time into that. I say she. It was one person, one masseuse that was taking care of massaging my body. And she was very professional, very respectful, just checking to make sure that the massage pressure was good. And yeah, it was nice. So after the full body massage, then she did the facial, and that's probably it's probably a toss-up. It's a toss-up between the facial or the head spa that I did after that, which was my favorite. But for the facial, they did, I don't even know how many different treatments, different cleansers and toners and ampules of serums and masks, and one, you know, like the normal mask that you're sort of used to pulling out of the little packet that had ginseng and extract in it. And then there was another one that was like the putty mask, where, you know, they covered your eyes with some cotton and then slathered your entire face with this putty that she left on for like 15 minutes or so, and then pulled the whole thing off. Yeah, it felt nice. It felt very nice. And then we went to the head spa room, where it was basically set up like a just like a salon when you get your hair shampooed. It was like that. And she did different treatments in my hair. I don't even know what all they were. I'm pretty sure one of them was tea tree oil, because it smelled like tea tree and had that tingly sensation on the scalp. And she just scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed, and did different kinds of cleansers and hair treatment. There wasn't really a whole lot of information as far as what things were in English. She didn't know a whole lot. I even asked if I could get some information on the red ginseng and the history of their products and stuff, and she didn't have anything there. So I don't know, I might find something on the website. But my hair felt amazing after that. There's a little setup where you could brush your hair, blow dry your hair, or whatever before you left. Oh, and I didn't mention too, their little snacks and drinks. So when you first got there, they presented you with either a hot tea or an iced tea, and cold, wet cloth, like a washcloth, to wash your hands before you sipped on your tea. And then in the whirlpool, they gave me an iced tea. And then at the end of the whole treatment, they gave me another hot tea. They asked which one I wanted, and I took another hot tea and a snack. And I think they were like dried. I don't know. So if anybody like sees the picture and knows what they are, tell me, because they were a pretty good snack and I enjoyed them, whatever they were. And yeah, that was my spa day. I don't think I'm gonna do that again. Not that it wasn't worth it. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if that's really my thing. The facial, the head spa for sure. I like that, and I think I would go for facial again. But the full body massage is, I just got a little bit bored after a while. And here I am back at the hotel, same day. I'm like, I don't feel a whole lot different than I did prior to. Let's see. I had been able to purchase a little bit of merch for Samantha, so we figured out a time and place to meet back up again tonight so I could give her the merch, and ended up just doing supper as well. Before I met up with her, I checked out some stores in Gangnam and did some shopping, found some souvenirs, things like that, and that was neat. And then met up with Samantha and Jihoon again for supper. The subway ride was something else. That was a new experience because it was rush hour, like after everybody was done with work, I guess, and all heading home. It was jam-packed, like sardines packed. And I had sweat just dripping down my body. I felt it like running down my legs, and my dress was soaked with sweat. It was just not pleasant at all. And at one point, the whole subway just stopped working. Like all the air went off, all the lights went off. It was at one of the subway stops. Everything just shut down. And I was looking around, and apparently this is just a common thing because nobody reacted at all. So, okay. But got where we needed to go. And this time for supper, we had something called takalbi, which is chicken stew. Not stew. I don't even know what it is. I don't know. I guess like the closest thing would be to a rosé pasta. Spicy but creamy as well. So kind of the pink tinge. And it was with spaghetti, and Samantha didn't like the spaghetti noodles, so we had it with udon as well. Udon noodles. And it was just chunks of chicken, and there was corn and cheese. And so it was just kind of like this gigantic community pasta dish, I guess. And it was awesome, of course, everything is. And there was this like giant, oh man, I didn't get a picture, I meant to. Giant metal, I don't even know how to describe it. Like if you think of those orange Gatorade drink containers that they have at sports events and stuff, those giant containers like for Gatorade, think of that, but like a giant metal one, and it had broth in it, and you would pour it into this bowl that had like dried toppings, I guess. I don't know what it was. I don't know. Little toppings, and then you poured the broth into it, just a little spigot. You used your spigot and got your broth, and it was delicious. And the radishes were good, of course. The kimchi was good. Everything. Oh, I love Korean food. So yeah, and then after that, we made it even worse with our calorie count and went to another bakery and got desserts. And they were delicious, of course. They always are. So pretty too. And just kept visiting, kept learning more about Korea, and fascinating things about living here. And I found out that very few Koreans have ovens, so that's something. Like most of their cooking is done on burners, I guess, and so ovens are kind of not a thing, which shocked me. Yeah, made my way back. Since we were so far south, we were in Bumke, I think, Bumke Station, and it was really pretty there. And I did take a picture of what I was explaining yesterday about how there are stores and restaurants and things all the way up to like 4 and 5 floors up, and you have to be looking at what the signs are on that whole building to see, where you're trying to get to. So that was interesting. And Jihoon, little sweetheart, he had picked up some stuff for me. He got me a couple things. He was saying these are rice pastries, kind of like, it feels like mochi to me, but he said it had red bean inside, so I have to try that later. And then he also got these. They look kind of like little muffin tops, but I guess it's a whole walnut inside. So I've got just enough room to try one thing, so I'll try one of these. I think he was saying that where he used to work, he made these. Oh yeah, a walnut there. Oh, not what I thought it was gonna be. That might be red bean paste as well, but it has walnut in it. Yeah, well, it does look like red bean paste, doesn't it? That's good. Thanks, Jihoon. This is what I do here. Eat. Yeah, this is the life. I love it.